On December 3rd, 2022, my mom and I visited the Tiny Home Fest in Scottsdale, Arizona, located at Westworld. And it is a showcase of all things tiny living, from camper vans to huts to truck campers, and of course, tiny homes. While I am most interested in the homes on wheels concept, my mom is especially interested in tiny homes, so we were excited to see what they had. The first tiny home we went into was especially fun because the woman that owned it did it all herself. Clearly, she was super talented, a beautiful color scheme. And what was cool about this tiny home is you can actually rent it out and she will trailer it to an area for you. A big, beautiful bathroom with shower, and I love how she made everything so unique. There was plenty of space, and I mean, just look at this, you guys. Big shower. I really got a kick out of this bathroom. I thought the sink was so neat, and my mom and I were just so impressed with her talent, and she was an incredibly sweet woman. This tiny home can sleep three people. What's interesting about this next tiny home is it's something I've never seen before, which is a converted horse trailer. Oh my gosh, I loved the countertops. I think that was my favorite part. And I really liked the layout, how it was just a walkthrough, but she made do with every single inch of space that she had. And I thought that it was so well done. And fun fact, actually, as we were leaving Tiny Home Fest, I ran into Bob Wells in this converted horse trailer. So we stopped to chat for a few, and I was able to introduce him to my mom. But and there's my beautiful mother. But yes, how fun is this converted horse trailer? So unique and special. I was most interested in seeing the tiny homes here at Tiny Home Fest because all of the converted vans, although they were absolutely beautiful, I think the cheapest one we saw was like $150,000. Most of them ranged around $285,000. But overall, despite the price of all of these van conversions, it really piqued my interest, gave me some unique ideas, and allowed me to see some of the super fancy vans that I'm not necessarily interested in, I don't have friends in, but boy, they are really cool if you have the budget. This next tiny home is made by Cavco Homes, which my mom is actually already familiar with because she's interested in purchasing a Cavco tiny home. So let's take a look inside to see what model it is. There's my mom. Upon entering this tiny home, we actually did realize that it's the model that my mom is interested in. However, the one that she's been looking at has a loft to it, so it can sleep like an extra 2 to 3 people. But as you can see, there were quite a bit of people in this tiny home because it's actually a great size. And I liked the walk-through kitchen. I liked the color of the cabinets and the countertops, but there's a bit of a traffic jam, so we had to wait our turn for the rest. It's crazy to me how they fit full-size bathrooms in these tiny homes. Look how nice. You wouldn't even think it was a tiny home from this bathroom. There were a few differences between this model and the one my mom was looking at, but I really liked all the built-ins in the bedroom. It gives you so much storage space, and it's so well done. I think this was a queen size bed in this model. We couldn't go into this van, but I was interested in it because I liked the colors, I liked the greenery, and it just looked so pretty and calming. So I tried to get as much footage as I could. I liked going into the conversion vans because although the layouts were mostly the same, we were able to see some different storage builds, water containers, and also kitchen setups with counter space and really versatile tables. So it was interesting. It was actually kind of a bummer because it was raining today and it like never rains in December in Arizona, but it was nice to see people inside supporting the tiny home owners and builders and small businesses. And it really was a great location. Westworld is a phenomenal spot to host events, so it was nice and toasty and warm and comfortable. I personally loved this tiny home. It was one of the smaller ones, but the walls were so pretty. And I thought that the little staircase that my mom is going up was so neat. There was storage underneath. My only complaint is that the top bunk was super tiny, but Winston and I would have fun in this. Would you believe that the price point on this van I'm stepping into was $284,000? I mean, it does have a bar, like, that's pretty cool. I would never spend that money on this van, but it was well done, very fancy if, you're into that sort of thing. I did like the countertops and I did like the walk-through setup as opposed to having the bed completely closing off the back. So that's what I was kind of showing my mom. And then you have the little closet bathroom, which is what most of these camper vans do have. Pretty nice, but 284, yikes. Overall, my mom and I had a great time at Tiny Home Fest, and we look forward to attending in the future. It was a great time.